and thank you for tuning in on my sporting challenge to do with the NFL. Now, I've been interested in the NFL since I was young, and I've always been a big fan of the Bears. I don't always know who their team is, but they're always the first result I look for whenever I look at the results of the when I look at the results each week. And I used to like the refrigerator who played in the 80s. So he even appeared in the best TV series in the world, the A Team, and I remember seeing that once when I was when I was young. But so with this sporting challenge, now I'm sure a lot of you know, but just for those who don't know, there are 32 teams in the NFL, but they play under two different conferences. So there's 16 in the NFC and 16 in the AFC. And in amongst each conference, there's 4 divisions: North, East, South and West. So 4 teams each. And so, with my sporting challenge, so they play like 17 games in the regular season, and then the best teams go off to the playoffs. But this sporting challenge is just the regular season, which finishes in early January. So, and then normally the teams will have a winning season or a losing season. I'm sure sometimes they might have a tight season, like maybe 8 wins each, 8 losses and a draw, or whatever. So that would be a tight season. So my sporting challenge is to pick 4 teams, and obviously, but what I'm going to be doing is the NFC and the AFC both have a West, and I'm going to be picking one team from the West. So it could be from either West, and then one from the North, one from the South, and one from the East. But I've got a few restrictions on. There's a few rules I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to pick obviously one from North, South, East, and West. But they've also got to be. I'm going to be looking at the winning seasons and losing seasons from last year's. So my ultimate aim is to pick 4 teams and have a winning season. So I've got to win more than I lose. However, I can't pick the 4 best teams from last season. That would be too easy. So from last season, 2 of the teams have got to be 2 of the teams. I've got to have had a winning season last season, and 2 of the teams have got to have a losing season last season. So teams that do too well. And also, I'm going to have 2 teams from the NFC and 2 teams from the AFC. So I can't have all 4 from the same conference, or 3 for the same conference, 1 from a different conference. I'm going to have 2 for that conference and 2 for that conference. 2 with a winning season, 2 with a losing season, and one from each, one from West, North, South, East, West, and whatever. So, a bit confusing, but not to me. So some of you will understand that, and some, but hopefully you all do. So that's the main thing. So I'm gonna pick. But obviously, so I'm gonna have a little diagram showing all the teams and whether or not had a winning season or losing season last season. And so with there being 17 games, I won't be doing it after every game. I'm probably going to do a little update after about every 6 weeks or so, up until the regular season finishes. The playoffs is what I won't be doing, and but just regular season. So, and hopefully the 4 teams I pick will end up winning more than I've lost. But if the teams had a tight season, The only thing is, I've got to, if a team had a tied season, I've got to have two teams that have a tied season. So, and so that would mean one with a win and one with a loss and two tied. So, so, but and well, if we have a little look at the clips now, you'll see my teams that I picked. Cheers for now, and I'll keep you updated in a few weeks. Cheers.